today, we have the pleasure of speaking with candidate Michangelo Scruggs, running for the office of DC City Council at large in the general election. Welcome, candidate Scruggs, and thank you for being here. So let's start. Our first question has to do with DC statehood. Should the District of Columbia become the 51st state? In your opinion, why or why not?
Absolutely, DC should become the 51st state. We have operated as a state for many, many years, and it's time to take the training wheels off. I believe that we'll be able to stand alone as a state, and we'll be able to receive the same subsidies from the government, as well as have the other amenities and privileges of being a state. It's time, and it's time for our people to have representation in Congress.
Our community and our world are currently fighting a major pandemic. As a community leader, what would you do to address the range of issues caused by COVID-19?
Okay. Well, first of all, I serve on the front line as a physician in this COVID fight. The one thing that I keep hearing the community say, that keep hearing the citizens say is, we want to be able to stay in our homes. We want to be able to put food on our table. We want to be able to work. So I would work to create more jobs and create workforce development around that. I would extend the moratorium on evictions for between 12 to 18 months to give people time that once they are able to get back to work to be able to stay in their homes. It's unfair to expect people to just be able to, a switch comes on and they're able to jump back into paying bills and stuff, okay? I would also continue to find ways to restore the quality of life that DC citizens received prior to COVID-19. So I would work to ensure that we have more community investment funding and those sort of things that are going to get us back on track to where we need to be.
As a leader, what steps would you like to take, if any, to achieve a just, equitable, and inclusive city, and why?
Okay. First of all, I will listen to the people, okay? The people, the citizens of the District of Columbia, you have a voice, and people need to listen to your voice. What I would do is ensure that I am meeting the needs of every DC citizen, and the needs are different. The needs differ for many different people, but I will make sure in the areas of healthcare, education, public safety, citizen engagement, housing, caring for our elders, and caring for our youth are certainly going to be priorities that I'm going to ensure that we are astute in, so that we can make sure that DC is a place where every citizen feels a part and that DC works for all of us.
We appreciate your response. Now, Washington, D.C. has a long history as a leader in providing early childhood education and leads the nation in access to pre-K for both 3- and 4-year-old children. The district is investing over $100 million to expand early childhood education. What do you see as the most important education priorities for serving these young constituents?
Well, first of all, I see education as building blocks. So we need to, as soon as a child starts to show their development, that's when we need to start our educational process. And we need to start with building blocks. We need to start in our homes, and as well as in schools that are pre-K or programs that are pre-K, so that we can start the stages of development early, the building blocks to being able to excel in education from an early age. Other countries do this. Other countries start by the time you're walking, time you're talking, you're being educated, and we need to do the same.
Candidate Scruggs, in the last few moments that we have, tell us what additional information would you like Washington, D.C. residents to know about you?
I'd like Washington, D.C. citizens to know that I am seeking the privilege, because it's a privilege to serve you. It is not a right of anyone to serve you based on qualifications or anything else. I'm not seeking the privilege based on self-elevation, gratification, or preservation. I'm seeking to meet your needs, whatever those needs are. And I'm in the community. I walk through the community. I work in the communities. So I see what people say they need, and I see what people tell me that they need, and I am here to work for you.
That brings us to the end of the time we have for now, but we certainly enjoy speaking with you. All the best in the coming election.